Meanwhile, Brisbane's Lord Mayor is under fire over his plans to shut down homeless camps in public parks. The move by Adrian Schrinner has shocked many, as seen in this report by 7 News.
People will be given 24 hours notice.
The tents will be removed.
He says council tried to house the homeless in the lead up to last week's cyclone, but most refused.
There were hundreds and hundreds of rooms available in the lead up to Tropical Cyclone Alfred, and most of them stayed empty.
I went there for one night and it was just like being in a mental health institute.
Carl says he was treated like a criminal and prefers his tent.
It was better to take the risk of the cyclone than to sit there and get mistreated.
Jesus, worse than being in a mental hospital. The fact that guy would rather face the cyclone than free housing, that is really worrying, despite Adrian Schrinner there seeming concerned that people weren't taking up the housing. Now, it would be great if only we could see these terrible places. Hang on. We can, because on Friday, 7 News took us inside.
They're modest but manageable. Rooms for Queenslanders in crisis at Rothwell. This one is giving a family a safe place to stay, but others sit empty as Tyler Crocker sets up camp in Musgrave Park.
Sometimes, some of the options that we've got are not even worth trying.
He says he feels safer here than in places he's been offered and won't be leaving.
I don't really do too well answering to anyone who thinks that they're bigger or more important.
As Brisbane City Council faces fury over its push to push out the homeless from local parks.
It feels like a joke, but it's not, and it's real and it's cruel.
For God's sake, it's not cruel. They're offering free housing, and those homes look pretty good. The guy in the previous story, what the hell is he on about? And what about, look, I know there are issues with the homeless, so I don't want to pick on the homeless, but there are two things that need to happen here. As people who pay their rates, we want safe places to go. There have been drugs, there have been violence, there has been fires in these tent areas. Would you feel safe at night walking through these areas that's meant to be a public park that's accessible? I wouldn't feel safe in daytime, let alone at night. Maybe that's horrible. Maybe that's elitist of me. I don't know. But the fact is, I would have no problem with them setting up camp if there were no alternatives. And I reckon you could see it in Adrian Schrinner. He was really annoyed that they've put all this money in and they're trying to help the homeless and they're thumbing their nose up at, well, I don't want to use it because I don't want people to think they're in control of me. Piss off. I'm sorry, I know I'm going to sound heartless with this. I get it. I know it. But do you know what? I don't care. There is a society we all have to live in. Now, some people can't or don't want to play by society rules. Well, you have to accept the consequences. It's not that last lady, I know she's a bleeding heart and I know she's got all the goodwill in the world, but for God's sake, we've got alternative places for them to go. This isn't the man being horrible to these people. The fact is there are two elements that have to work. There has to be a balance. Setting up a tent city in the middle of the city in a park area is not the place for it to be and not the place for it to happen. Alternative accommodation, I'd be happy in there. If Amanda kicks me out, I'll be going there. Don't you worry. Thank you, Adrian and Schrinner. I'll see you. I'll go and have a holiday there. For God's sake, some people, it's never good enough. It's never good enough. It's good enough for me.